Sunday night sound session with John Moore and DJ Hyphen on KUBE 93.
Alright, y'all, DJ Hyphen.
J Moore, Sunday night sound session.
Right here, we're chilling on the bus, on the tour bus, with one of our favorite groups, Little Dragon, in the building. How you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah, so last time we talked to you, you guys had been out here, I think for your, not your first time in Seattle, right? You guys had actually been out here before?
Oh, that was the first time?
That was the first time. It's been going the last year since you guys have been here.
Been good.
Good.
Busy.
Yeah. Lot of shows.
Yeah, a lot of shows. Had a little break for Christmas and stuff. Wrote some songs or some ideas for the third album, so we're working on that.
Do you guys get to go back home at all for Christmas?
Yeah, we were home for like a month. That's nice.
What have been some of the highlights in the past year?
Oh, I'm trying to remember.
Seattle.
Seattle, good answer. Good answer.
Oh shit.
No, but there've been a lot of good shows.
365 highlights last year.
Okay, that's a good one.
It's a beautiful answer. How about like city-wise? Is there any cities that maybe stood out, or just something, maybe not even just a highlight, like something you didn't think you'd experience? Like, wow, we're in the middle of Nebraska, rocking a show.
China last year. Did we talk about
Yeah, you talked about that a little bit.
That was crazy.
Atlanta was really nice. The vibe.
Yeah.
The vibe in Montana was really nice.
Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta.
Yeah.
How was the Montana show? Have we done the Montana show?
No.
Not quite yet. What about Atlanta did you like?
The crowd.
The crowd was.
Yeah, we were definitely getting a lot of love. It was like our first time there, and sort of didn't expect like that kind of enthusiasm that we got from people. So yeah, it was really good vibes.
Have you guys been finding that more and more people are starting to know the name Little Dragon? I know last year you guys were just kind of just starting to break out over here. Now we'll talk about the Gorillaz stuff in a second, but now the name is really starting to get out there. So all around the country, people are kind of starting to know the name.
I guess it's growing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like leaps, but you know, little steps. That's kind of
Are you guys
our story.
Are you happy with the growth? Or is it fast
definitely.
enough, or?
No, I mean,
we are thankful.
It's a good pace.
Yeah, it feels very solid. It doesn't feel rushed at all. But
we work hard, you know, and it pays off. So you know, it might not all just, it doesn't happen in a second, you know, but definitely like, yeah, I mean, like a lot of shows we have people who came out from just word of mouth, like from the last show, and it's basically, I mean, we've basically like grown just from touring and just from like you know, we've had no label support or anything from support like you guys and stuff like that, so it's definitely been sort of grassroots kind of.
I'm curious about the label stuff. So you guys are on Peace Frog now, which is a fairly small indie label in London, right?
Yeah.
Right.
In England and overseas, and they've been doing a good job with what they can, but I imagine there's got to be a lot of domestic interest here in U.S. labels, or at least some interest. Have you guys been fielding offers and kind of seeing, is that a road you guys want to go down, or do you want to stay independent, those kind of discussions?
Definitely want someone working our album here. You know, it's completely different. I mean, Peace Frog, they work for their market, which is in the UK. So, I mean, yeah, that's definitely a situation we're hoping to be in soon.
But that's something we've been. That's good. It's growing in all kinds of ways. Like this time we got to meet like people that have become very good friends of ours that are working with us, and it feels very solid and natural instead of being pushed on to someone who's part of a big major label. Well, I don't know that word, but I'm just assuming that it's very corrupt, but maybe it's not.
Well, our album was supposed to be released on EMI.
Okay.
But it's just one of those things. We haven't seen the album anywhere, you know. So I don't know what they did. They got some boxes, maybe they're boxes of CDs somewhere, you know. It's just they haven't worked it.
EMI is a little bit of a mess right now. I think they're almost one of the 4 majors that might even become 3 majors, because EMI is kind of, it's available for sale. If any of us have enough money, we can we can pull together and we can own EMI. So
yeah, we should buy it.
Yeah, so coming off the last album, you guys are getting that nice buzz, and then like we mentioned a second ago, the Gorillaz project came along, and all of a sudden you guys were on 2 records for the Gorillaz, and I think one of almost a handful of guests. There aren't many people all over the album. How did that collaboration come about?
Yeah, pretty typically their manager contacted our manager. We were in London for a couple days and then we hung out in their studio.
Yeah.
And just they played us a bunch of music that they done, and then we chose like the tracks that or the ideas that we were really feeling, and then we wrote some lyrics and stuff, recorded it. Didn't know what was gonna happen. And a few months later, I heard it again. I hadn't listened to it at all since recording it in the studio, so I was pleasantly surprised that it all sounded good. I couldn't remember anything.
I suppose it's a little flattering to have someone like, the Gorillaz project where they can literally go out and call up anybody to bring in for the project, and they actually specifically found you guys. Did they talk at all about how they discovered your music or when they first heard of you?
Yeah, actually, I think it was Damon's wife who was really into our first album and was playing that at home a lot, and he got into it and looked us up.
She was the insider that made it happen.
Yeah.
Any other collaborations in the near future that you guys would like to either make happen or are in the works?
Yeah.
That you could speak of?
Yeah, exactly.
A few stuff.
Or maybe not.
Yeah, there's a few possibilities that might happen. We're pretty open to collaborations if it feels right.
Didn't we talk about Prince last time? When is the When is the Prince Little Dragon record gonna happen?
Did we make any progress
That
with
offer
that?
is still
He's
open.
driving the bus on this tour.
Nice. We'll look forward to that one. What about the next album? Have you guys already started to work on that?
Yeah.
Early stages, perhaps?
That's, I think, where we concentrate more on that prior to all this.
Yeah, definitely.
Collaboration at this moment.
It's a little bit hard on tour, but we have a lot of ideas already, and once we get home, we're going to keep writing. So hopefully next year we'll start out.
Do you find that some of the tour stories might, seep over into the writing? Like, are you experiencing anything on this tour that you think we definitely have to write about this, or I have to incorporate this somehow into the music?
Maybe. Yeah,
Maybe not specific instances, but just kind of like ideas. Like, you guys are on this tour bus, and there must be some long drives in between cities where you get to think and hang out with friends.
I write some lyrics sometimes, just random ideas stuff. So, even if it's not like consciously about being on tour, you obviously get a lot of impressions from new places. So it sort of just affects you whether you want it to or not.
Yeah, it's a strange world with this bus. It's like it's a bubble. It's a bubble on wheels.
Yeah.
Sometimes we go out of the bubble, but mostly this
And you
is.
play with bubbles.
Yeah, exactly.
What is life like in the bus, in the bubble, from day to day? How many people are on this bus, first off?
11.
We are 11 people.
11 people. It's a little tight.
Yeah, it's a little tight. It's, all the responsibilities kind of fade out. You can sleep how long you want. You can have a party every day.
Yeah. Dancing in the space.
Dancing in the space.
And we had a few.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's good. It's definitely made for music on tour. The tour bus is made for being on. Yeah, it fits the picture. Kind of.
Feels more like a boat somehow.
Yeah, it's a boat.
See, that would be cool if you could go on tour in a boat.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
That would be awesome. John's not having it. John's like, nah, keep me on the ground. When can people maybe expect hearing some of the first music off the next album? I know it's still early process, but do you guys have a plan at all for when that might come?
Maybe live?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, live. Best way to.
Fall.
Yeah.
Fall.
Are you guys gonna be playing any new stuff tonight here in Seattle at Nectar?
No.
The new stuff from the last time, but not necessarily new record.
Unreleased stuff.
Yeah, something.
Cool. And for those people watching online all around the country, you guys are still on tour. How long does the tour go?
End of April.
Yeah, end of April. Coachella there, and then Mexico and Colombia, and then Europe.
Nice. That'll be dope. Well, be sure to catch these guys when they come to your town. Little Dragon all the way from Sweden. out here hanging out in the bubble, in the bus, in the US. So when they come to your town, go check them out. Sunday night sound session, DJ Hyphen,
J Moore,
theaudacityofdope.com. Check us out, y'all.
Take it easy.
Sunday night sound session with John Moore and DJ Hyphen on KUBE 93.